That's South Africa has exported. Hey.
Thank you, Terry. Charming as always. But I'd also like to thank John, Madison, Sadie. You are so dynamic. You remind me of the days when I would be hooked on TV at home and watch Stop Bullying. So, I say is my boss, Chief Director from the Department of International Relations and Cooperation, responsible for West Africa, that is in Ghana, with his colleague. The colleagues from Brand SA that made this evening possible. And of course, my office, distinguished friends of South Africa. I run the risk, if I call you by name, I might leave out the most important friends that I have. But just to say that over the 2 years that I've been here, I've been able to meet so many friends of South Africa that support all the work that the High Commission does, from our corporate industries right up to our creative designs. I don't know if anybody is counting Ambassador Nancy. Almost every month we are on the same platform and we are having one gig or the other. But that is just how we celebrate and promote the good relations and the friendship between South Africa and Ghana. And to all my friends, the friends of South Africa, even the friends in the media that support, that also continue to sell and promote the stories and promoting South Africa for us. To all of you, I say welcome, Akwaba, as we say in Ghana. At home, Wamgelekile, you are welcome. Good evening, Salibonani, Molweni, Ndimadekwan. Goeienaand julle almal, julle is almal welkom. My diligent Deputy High Commissioner prepared a very long speech, and I say that tonight I'd like to speak from the heart, and the whole night is about us just coming together, celebrating what South Africa is. We have looked at the previous slides, and of course, what is most important that would resonate with us is that we just understand the purpose of why we are here. It has been alluded to that tonight is Human Rights Day in South Africa as we celebrate it, but we also celebrate it under the theme of consolidating and sustaining human rights culture into the future. The advocate also went on and explained our Bill of Rights and what it means as Africans. But for me, and what we are here to do is to promote Pan-Africanism at the apex of our agenda, and what I do and what we do as a High Commission is to promote our South-South cooperation. And that is the strategic relations between South Africa and Ghana. And as we come together as South Africans, we do what brings us as Africans and what unites us, because we are Africans with a common vision and a common destiny. Our cultures are so inextricably linked, from the languages that we speak to our cuisines. There are similarities that we find common as Africans. And between Ghana and South Africa, there are so many things that we will still do this year. I don't want to prematurely announce them, but we will be doing a lot of investment inwards and outwards as well between South Africa and Ghana, bringing all of you together as we begin to create the Africa that we want, that is peaceful, that is prosperous, and as we celebrate Human Rights Day, that we know that what we stand for as a nation, that our destinies is inextricably linked. The prosperity of Ghana is inextricably or inevitably linked to that of South Africa and ultimately to that of the continent. So as we speak about our human rights and celebrate this day, not forgetting where we come from as a nation in South Africa, we are a very resilient nation. There are many times that I stood on this platform over the past year that I have spoken and addressed all South Africans and Ghanaians and said South Africa is so resilient. Just a year ago, during our National Day, we spoke about the floods at home, that we now have a common enemy that is called climate change. And together we've overcome, we are now grappling with the aftermath of COVID-19. But together we can overcome anything. That we continue to be resilient, we continue to promote what is proudly South African, we continue to promote what is partly Ghanaian as we begin to trade amongst each other, as we begin to move our peoples amongst each other. That's in the spirit of Ubuntu. And that defines our South African foreign policy, that I am because you are. So that is exactly what I had wanted to just relate to you off the cuff. And also to say that in this nation that we are, that has graciously hosted South Africans, may we continue to collaborate, may we continue to find creative ways to engage each other. And also to say, as we go more into detail on human rights, which is not the purpose of tonight, but also to say South Africa as well. South Africa has also, with effect from the 1st of January, has been part of the United Nations Human Rights Council for the next 3 years. So we will also be globally